What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's talk about Alabama. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble. And
down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the direct snap, it's Holmes. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Wide open downfield. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes! And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Williams. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This is a designed run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, going up top. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires left. He's got an open man. There he goes. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. It gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The change now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Oh, out of space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Williams.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this morning.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Final play of the quarter coming. The give is to Miller. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Bernard. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 35. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab, it's Webster. Finds a crease at the 20. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. QB draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on second and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the comeback is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Crosses the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. From the gun, the ground game. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the well, finding open areas. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Berry. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Castellanos. He slings it deep to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He will not pick up the first down, the desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.